When we share our thoughts with the people who raised us, it's not just talking. It's stepping into a sanctuary where the world quiets down, where you can finally drop the mask, stop performing strength, and admit the one thing you've been trying not to say out loud. And last night, your person did exactly that. Not in a dramatic, attention-seeking way. Not to get sympathy. Not to paint you as the villain. It was worse than that, more honest than that. The kind of truth that doesn't come out in public, or in group chats, or even in late-night texts to friends. The kind of truth that only shows up when someone is sitting across from their mother, with a shaky voice and a heart that's been trying to stay brave for too long. Your person went to their mother carrying you like a secret they couldn't keep stuffed inside anymore. They didn't go to complain. They went because they were tangled, confused, exhausted, and quietly terrified of what their own feelings might be turning into. They went because they didn't know if what they felt was temporary, or the beginning of an ending. They went because they needed someone who would not interrupt, not judge, and not give them shallow advice like, just move on, or you'll get over it. They went because they needed the truth, no matter how much it stung. And here's the part that might shock you. Your name didn't come up as a casual mention. You were the center of the conversation. You weren't a side topic. You were the whole storm. Your person sat down, tried to act normal for a minute, and then their voice cracked. You know that crack? The one that happens when someone has been holding back for weeks, maybe months, and one tiny question opens the dam. Their mother noticed immediately. Mothers notice everything, even when they say they don't, even when they pretend to be busy. She looked at your person with that familiar, quiet seriousness and asked something simple, something that didn't sound like a trap. What's going on with you? And your person who's been trying to be strong, trying to be logical, trying to keep it together, finally let it spill out. They started talking about you. Not the way people talk about a crush. Not the way someone talks about a passing interest. The way someone talks when they care, but they're scared. When they love, but they don't know how to feel safe. When they're attached, but something inside them has started to shift and they don't understand why. They told their mother they don't feel the same connection with you as before. Read that again carefully. Not that they hate you. Not that you meant nothing. Not that you're over. But that the connection, the feeling, the spark, the ease, doesn't feel the same right now. And the way they said it, it wasn't cold. It wasn't arrogant. It wasn't dismissive. It was grief. It was like someone whispering at a funeral for something that isn't fully dead yet. Because deep down, your person isn't sure if the distance they feel is a warning sign, or a face, or self-sabotage, or fear, or the result of unspoken things piling up between you like invisible bricks. Your person wasn't just describing a relationship problem. They were describing an internal war. And their mother listened. No eye rolling. No, I told you so. No instant judgment toward you. She didn't attack you. She didn't praise you either. She just listened like she was trying to hear the truth beneath the words. Then she said something that landed like thunder in the room, softly spoken, but heavy enough to change the way your person was breathing. She said, "You are a book with chapters yet to be explored." At first, your person didn't even respond, because it sounded poetic, almost too gentle for the heaviness of what they were confessing. But their mother wasn't trying to be poetic for effect. She was trying to say something sharp in a way that wouldn't break them. Then she explained. She told your person that sometimes connections change, not because love was fake, but because life evolves. People evolve. Stress changes people. Fear changes people. Routine changes people. Unspoken disappointment changes people. And if you don't notice the change early, it can feel like one day you wake up next to a stranger, even if nothing big happened. Her message was clear. Change is constant. And accepting that change is crucial if you want to navigate love without destroying it every time it stops feeling like a movie scene. Then she leaned in, closer, quieter, more serious. And this is where the third-party truth reveal hits. She asked your person a question that your person didn't expect. Have you actually tried to understand them? Or have you just been reacting to what you think they are? Because here's the part that most people don't want to admit. Sometimes, the connection fades not because the other person became less lovable, but because we stop being curious. We stop asking. We stop listening. We start assuming. We start filling in blanks with our fears. Your person went quiet. That quiet wasn't agreement. It wasn't denial. It was realization. Their mother wasn't blaming them. She wasn't protecting you either. She was forcing the truth into the open. If your person truly wants to understand you better, communication isn't optional. It's the bridge. It's the difference between we drifted and we grew. And then, this is the moment that shifted everything. She said something your person didn't want to hear but needed. Sometimes the feeling doesn't disappear because the love is gone. Sometimes it disappears because the safety is gone. Safety, not excitement, not chemistry, not butterflies. Safety, the ability to be honest without punishment, the ability to express pain without being dismissed, the ability to speak without it turning into a fight, the ability to exist without walking on eggshells, the ability to feel seen. Your person swallowed hard. Their eyes got wet again. Because suddenly, the conversation wasn't just, do I still feel connected? It became, why don't I feel safe enough to stay open? Their mother reminded them that love isn't a constant high. Love has seasons. Some seasons are warm. Some are confusing. Some feel like winter. And if you judge a relationship only by how it feels in a winter season, you'll abandon people right before spring returns. But, and this part mattered, she didn't romanticize suffering. She didn't tell them to stay no matter what. She didn't say, endure everything. She said something balanced and honest. If it's worth it, you'll talk. If it's not, you'll avoid. But you need to know which one you're doing and why. That's the truth revealed. Your person hasn't been sure whether they're feeling distance because the bond is dying, or because they're afraid of what they'll find if they finally speak. Because talking to you means risk. Talking to you means your person might discover that you're not who they've imagined, or that you've been holding your own pain too, or that both of you misunderstood each other for too long. Talking to you means the story could change, and some people would rather live with confusion than face clarity. But your person's mother didn't let them hide in that comfortable fog. She told them that you aren't a finished story. You're not one chapter. You're not one mood. You're not one bad week. You're a full book, complex, layered, sometimes hard to read, sometimes beautiful, sometimes frustrating, sometimes worth turning the page for. And then she said something even more direct. If you keep guessing who they are, you'll keep feeling disconnected. Guessing creates distance. Knowing creates intimacy. That sentence hit your person like a slap, gentle, but undeniable. Because your person has been guessing. Guessing what you feel. Guessing what you mean. Guessing why you do what you do. Guessing where they stand in your life. Guessing whether they matter to you as much as you matter to them. And every guess has been fueled by fear, not facts. So yes, last night, your person talked about you to their mother. But what they really did was confront the part of themselves that has been scared to be vulnerable with you. They were looking for guidance, but they were also looking for permission. Permission to speak, permission to admit they're confused, permission to stop pretending everything is fine. And their mother gave them that permission. She told them to stop treating love like a test they can pass by staying silent. She told them love grows with understanding. And understanding doesn't come from watching you from a distance. It comes from stepping closer. From asking real questions. From listening without defending. From telling the truth even when it's messy. And here's the part you might not be ready for, but you deserve to know. Your person did not leave that conversation thinking less of you. They left thinking more deeply about you. They left realizing that you might have chapters they've never read, not because you were hiding them, but because they never truly asked. They left realizing that the connection might not be gone. It might be waiting for a different version of closeness. A version that requires courage. Not drama. Courage. Because big statements aren't always what saves love. Sometimes it's the small details. A question asked with sincerity. An apology said without excuses. A truth shared without cruelty. A moment of listening without interrupting. A choice to communicate instead of disappear. That is where the real bond hides, quietly, patiently, waiting to be recognized. So what does your person really feel about you? They feel torn. They feel heavy. They feel scared of losing what this could be. but also scared of holding onto something that might be changing. They feel the pull of attachment and the weight of uncertainty. And beneath all of it, beneath the confusion, beneath the shifting connection, beneath the fear, there's still care. Real care. The kind that makes someone sit with their mother late at night and confess the truth instead of running from it. That's not indifference. That's not nothing. That's someone standing at the edge of a decision, wanting to do the right thing, but needing a light to see what's real. And their mother, wise, calm, and unafraid to name what matters, held up that light. She didn't give them a fairy tale answer. She gave them a direction. Accept change. Speak honestly. Seek understanding. Because love doesn't die only from betrayal. Sometimes it dies from silence. Sometimes it dies from assumptions. Sometimes it dies because nobody had the courage to ask, what's really going on between us? So if you're watching this and you feel that strange tightness in your chest, like you know this message is about you, take it as a sign, not to panic, not to spiral, but to reflect. Are you and your person talking? Or only feeling? Are you building a bridge? Or waiting for one to appear? Because if your person is still thinking about you enough to bring you into their mother's arms, then this isn't over in the way people assume. This is a turning point, a chapter break, a moment where the story can go two ways, toward distance or toward depth. And depth is always available when two people stop hiding and start understanding. If you love your person, don't just watch from the sidelines. Share this message with them. And if you're ready to clear the negativity from your love life, type 111, not as magic, but as a symbol that you're choosing clarity, courage, and real communication over fear and silence.